A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They snap it to Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Whoa! He did that. What? Why he got off his route?
Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The throw over the middle taken in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. On 4th down, Herbert rolling to his right. That's to his running back, complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
To throw is Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
I thought he was going
They
to
went 5 wide in that offensive set. And Grayson going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Because the shit's so open, I can't just run straight through
to
that.
make it 16-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Are you trying to do this glitch on me?
Here's Herbert.
Yeah, he is trying to do the glitch on me.
But there's an incompletion. And the struggles to the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I don't know why I thought he was going to work through this.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's got Austin Eckler on the slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Oh, I thought he was glitching, but he playing
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 36, Herbert. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get a ball, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Go under their routes. Play under their routes. RPO so bad.
Herbert now.
For
the Charger touchdown.
Let's bring in my linebacker.
Keenan Allen, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Pulls it in at the 13.
Yep.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Made in the locker room, haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there's enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete.
Trying to go deep. This nigga keep coming out and cover
really
too.
would have helped him there, but not to be.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
I didn't even know back on the ball.
Inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
I'm going to throw it to you. Ever the fuck he is. He's stupid.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
One of that ain't just.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Yeah.
4th down, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Fuck it, that Nah, the fuck I want to see you backside.
There to make the grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. Was he? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Pulls it in at the 13.
What's up?
Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Guyton, 77 yards. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside.
Started the game off with an onside kick. He's weird.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final second. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw it in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to...
What?
Position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though.
Can't hear you.
And they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down, Justin Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
What?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Herbert throwing again. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert on 1st down now. Open man is Palmer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to...
Oh shit, I'm tripping. That's Parsons. Put this motherfucker in right here. Clark. Middle. Oh, he already in. Oh, these niggas kind of slow. I ain't gonna lie. At least Parsons.
The first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally. 10.
Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go to Elliott again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll run him with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Herbert. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now Herbert. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for Hilton. And got his man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's
Damn,
final
Brody.
play, so it doesn't affect the...
Damn, Brody.
Yeah, a little extra on top.
So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those games where everything's clicking, and this was one of those days. He wound up with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. He was large and in charge all day long.
As we sign off and say so long from Arlington.